Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the Tactical Trader. It's Thursday night, October the 28th. These are the charts of the day. A couple new ones on the board today that we're following. ASTM had a significant price volume surge the last couple days, moving from $1.60 to $2.40, about a 50% move just in the last couple sessions. Today alone up 22%. And the significance of today's move was that the volume of nearly 3.9 million shares was the heaviest we've seen in years, and it broke out of a 10-11 month base pattern here. Next targets are 3 and then 4 at these tops and up in this zone here. We'll see if we can get a nice decent follow through on ASTM over the coming sessions. AUMN continues to be one of the strongest gold stocks on the board. After this narrow line pattern in July and August exploded in September, the stock surged into October and then formed a rising channel here. Today up another 212 or 8.4% on 373,000 shares. Technical surging. This looks like a stock that wants to go higher. We'll set a target at 32 and then at 35.6 area. EBIX, significant surge today. Actually started yesterday, gapped up today, ran up to as high as 26.36, a new multi-month high, and then backed off a bit, but still up 92 cents, nearly 4%. On the strongest volume in 3 weeks, 1.45 million shares. Looking for a move that takes this to 28, my original target, followed by something around the 30 range, perhaps even as high as 34. We put that out as a swing trade idea today. China Grentech had a big session today, exploding for 65%, $1.34 up 340, and the significance was 2,704,800 shares traded. That was the biggest volume going back to August of last year when the stock spiked to a high. Now there's resistance up in the 4.25 range, and then beyond that, looking for secondary resistance up around the 5 3/4, 585 range. We'll set those as our targets on GRRF. LaCroix, a stock we've been following for a while, had a nice easygoing channel on a rise and then accelerated at the end of September, formed a wedge and then broke out the day before yesterday, and then today had a narrow inside day, which looks like it could be a setup for higher prices. Even though there's resistance around the $10 range, I'll set my initial target around 11.5 and then secondary target around 13. LDK, one of my favorite solars, may have begun to move out of its consolidation. It's slowly edging higher today, jumping 49 cents, closing at 12, up 4.25% on more than 7 million shares. And that's the heaviest volume in 6 sessions. Looks to me like it may be starting another leg up if we can get a thrust here. Targets 14.5 and 16.5. Up next is MIPS. Now MIPS had a fantastic price volume surge 2 days ago on earnings. Backed off very nice and gentle on lower volume the last couple sessions. I expect the stock may be higher tomorrow as it was up in aftermarket on another positive announcement, but certainly a move through this zone, which is long-term resistance, could get this stock rolling. You can see now, by the way, this is 9-year resistance. Secondary target up around the 18-19 zone. We'll set that as a trading target for MIPS. MOTR, Motricity, acting great of late. Started moving in September, platformed into early October, and then spiked up the second week of October before backing off in a flag. It's now come on again. Gapped, reversed downward yesterday, but held the gap, and then now coming up $1.36, 6.5% today. Volume is surging, and technicals are as well. Looks to me like this stock gets into the mid-20s and then the high 20s for a trading target. China Nepchain, the drugstore, which is a Chinese drugstore chain, popped with big volume breakaway surge in September, followed by a 4-week coil-type consolidation. Today, it sprang for 47 cents for 10.2%. As the volume was the heaviest in the month, it looks like it's going to reach our short-term target around 5 3/4, secondary target around 7. Quantum Corp has been in a steady rise and now accelerating the angle of ascent, as well as with volume. Today poked its head another 14 cents or 4.3% on 15 3/4 million shares. The key to today's action is that it looks to me like it came across this resistance zone and could spike up into that $4 level, maybe even as high as 4 3/4, 5. Let's set that as our trading target on QTM. Radvision had a significant day today, popping out of a 1-year base on strong volume of 540,000 shares. But that stock being the thinnest stock as it is, it was the heaviest volume in 2010 and going all the way back to October of last year. So the 9% move today may have broken it out. It looks like it sure has, and we'll set a trading target at short-term target 8, secondary target at 10. And lastly today is TSYS, which may have begun a move late in the day today. Reversed, went from 516 to 545. Volume moved late in the session. It looks like it may be coming across this 3-week declining tops line or flag in here. And if it does, we can see the stock surging up towards the $7 range, our short-term trading target. That's it for tonight and for this week. We'll talk to you Monday night. Have a good weekend.